Well, welcome back to the Atmospheric Cafeteria. Excuse me, pardon what? I'm gonna do a little 3-card spread today. My Dreaming Cat Tarot, Diana, wanted to come out to play from underneath my pillow. So we're gonna do a little 3-card spread. See what we got going on here, right? Alrighty then, Diana. Ooh, before we start. Mighty Ashtaroth, please send your guidance and your wisdom lend. Let my cards and eyes see and speak in clarity and truthfulness and honesty. As we ask, so blessed be. Thank you. The wind is a-going outside on the lake tonight. The people are walking around. So let's see what Spirit has for us tonight. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Everybody's laughing and chasing each other. And the wind will do that though, won't it? One of my favorite sounds. The leaves running up the streets. All right, Spirit. Oh yeah, go right ahead. Not sure. Hello, kitten. All right, let's see what we've got here. Well, I think one more. Knight of Coins on the bottom. That's what it's so out. That's above, so below. Hello, sir. And I think we're just about ready. Lots of energy on the wind tonight. I think one more. And then I think I'm done. Okay. So 3 cards, Spirit. Okay. Quad number 1. Okie dokie. Okay, feels like it should be upright. Okay. And second card. Okay. Let's have a 3rd card for the collective. And the Queen of Cups. Okay. So we have the Eight of Wands, upright, the Devil, and the Queen of Cups. I'll look something up. And then, just 1 second, just double checking. So, that's funny. So, what have we got here, Spirit? We have swift motion coming in. We have really, really swift motion coming in. It seems to be something between love and fire. Unsuredness and not doubt. It's like an unfamiliarity. There's this love, and then there's this fire that is this person, and this love that is here, that is, it's not clouding a judgment. They're sure of it. It's just, they're not used to it. They're not used to this. They're very, we're looking straight. Very, we're walking that way, but we're not used to this. We're definitely a devil. And that's always been our trajectory, has been a devil. But this love is new. Whoever this love is new, because this person is used to being a devil. They're used to it. They're not used to this queen with these cups and these flowers and these emotions that bring forth this newness. They're just not used to that. Not that they can't accomplish it, they can 100% accomplish it. These guys can definitely come together. This is definitely a successful union by all considerations. This is not unsuccessful. Of course, if it soul resonates with you, this is for you. Don't try to make it fit where it doesn't. If the person doesn't like you, or if there's nothing there, then this is not your reading. This is for people that actually like each other. But this person is unfamiliar with this. Not this queen. This queen is used to this. She's used to this trajectory of love and giving. And it's not that he's not used to giving. It's that he's not used to this kind of giving. This kind of love without being burned. Because, you know, he's got the fire. He's always fiery. But he's also been burned. The reasons why he keeps his toys to himself in his own bed. He's going to share them with her. Obviously, take this how it soul resonates between sexes, but this is a fast, hot moving trajectory in days and weeks. 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 weeks. Third of the month, third month. January, February, March is the third month. 30th of a month, 31st. Number 3, you might be seeing 333. But this is a hot trajectory in. Steamy. And he's not used to this. This is completely caught him off guard. Like he's looking down at his toys going, okay, now which ones am I bringing with me? Because she might like the catnip toy, and she might like the one here with the ball that has the little clingy thing we can like bat it around a lot, and you know, she might like the one with the light thingy. I mean, you know, which one are we doing? And you see, this queen is careful. This Queen of Cups is careful. And she's really careful with her emotions. She doesn't give them out to anybody. If you look at her where she's sitting on a life raft. Not a life raft, a pool raft, okay? She's sitting in the water. She trusts the water. And this is a cat. Cats don't trust the water. Cats don't like the water. If you've ever bathed a cat, you'll understand what I'm saying. The ones that do are the very few and far between. But she has this pool raft, okay? And she climbed up into here without piercing this. Because she understands the delicacy, what is needed. She understands delicacy. She understands how to be delicate when getting in something. She understands if she falls in the water, she can't freak out. She can't grasp onto here because this will make everything go away. This will deflate, and there will be nothing for this to sit on. And the point is to float even if you're in the water. Roll with the tides, to go with the breeze, okay? He's not used to that, okay? He's not used to this love. He's used to being in the fire. He's not used to having water to put the fire out with, okay? But she's going to do that. She's going to come in, she's going to put the fire out, and she's going to, you know, teach him how to climb up without piercing this. But he's already going to know that. It's just, you know, going to be that she doesn't know that he knows that. Like, you know, can't always know everything about somebody, right? It takes time to learn about them. I mean, the whole time that you're learning about something, the Eight of Wands keeps moving and moving, because as you're growing and changing through any relationship, these wands have to keep going. You know, your Eight of Wands, these keep having to move through and through and through. It's when the Eight of Wands is upside down and they fall out of the air and you stop growing that there's a problem. This could be a long-distance relationship. This could be an internet relationship. This could be the kind of thing where you met by happenstance and he just wasn't expecting this. You were not expecting this. Ouches. but it is coming together. It's all going in the right direction. Just keep learning and don't keep doubting. Just keep moving forward. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Because you see, she also has the little stars in here too. So she knows that there's little fishes in there, but she also knows the little fishies gotta live too. And you see, he's got this little pole here, so he's got the fishing pole. So when he gets over here and his bed gets over there, oh yeah, they'll just fish for the fish together because they'll be able to do this, you know? This water puts out his fire, and this fire warms up her water. It's all lukewarm so that everybody can coexist together. And that's what will make this love unique, and no one will understand this. But she's a long-haired white cat, and she can't get wet, which means that even though we see his wings, on some level, she has wings of her own. I mean, she is a queen. She can fly. She's a queen bee. Is there anything else you got for us? Is there anything else you want to tell us about this? Or is this where we're leaving it? He's not used to it. She's going to surprise the crap out of him. It's not that he's not going to surprise her. She's going to be surprised by his warmth. Because she's going to cool him down. And she's going to turn his hot flame into just a glowing warmth that settles into their chest. Someplace where they can just live and be and feel happy. And that fire is going to create the steam that will do the same thing to that. You know? Yeah, this union's going to bring strength. We've got our Ace of Cups and love. We've got our Page of Swords. I feel like that one doesn't necessarily go there. What is the Four of Coins? Hold on 1 second. And then ooh, it's a beautiful breeze. Yeah, these two, it's like one hand is like it's like she examines and she scrutinizes everything. She probably scries as well. She's always saying, why is it always on the wrong side? And he has it all. Just like Bogey and McCall. So she's always watchful and he has it all. So it's like they've always got each other's back. And that's what they like, because that fire with the water creates a steam of warmth, and this water dampens the fire a little bit so he can feel less heat and just warmth. It's like they balance each other out. There's this balance of examination and having it all, and it's just like one goes hand in hand. Like, it's like she can cut through the bullshit. Even though he might have everything in the world, she can cut through his bullshit. And because he has everything in the world, he's gonna cut through hers. But she just doesn't realize this. The page just doesn't realize this yet, you know? Because she's just a young gal. And to be very honest, this is probably just the Knight of Coins anyway. Actually, it's probably the Knight of Swords, to be very honest with you. And then we have the Star. We're all dipping our toes. We're all dipping our toes in the water. We're doing something new. A cat tipping his toe in the water? I mean, come on, that doesn't happen. And this person doesn't happen to him. Doesn't happen to him. So, seems to me that all signs are go, I hear. All signs are go, I hear. This will be a successful, unique relationship. Yep, it's going to take everybody out of their 8 of Swords. It's going to take you out of the cave. It's going to help. This person will be able to enter the cave and understand how to get around your traps, around your booby traps. They're going to understand how to get around the traps to get to you, to look at you and go, hey, do you want to leave the cave now? And you might look at them and go, but I have all these swords. How did you get in? And you're going to look at them and say, well, I just looked at the maze and went backwards. And they're going to go, oh. And they're going to stand up and they're going to go, well, yeah, let's leave together. You're taking them out. Taking them out of that. Taking them out of their 10 of Swords. And you're giving them the moon. Not expecting that. The moon. They're going to give you the moon. The moon and the stars. The moon and the stars. The land and the sea, the moon and the stars. That's everything. Everything. You two are everything. Now, as I said, this is a relationship that you know is going to be successful. This isn't a relationship where you're pining and longing or they're pining and longing and you guys are just never going to get together. This is, you've been feeling this for a while and this is your confirmation. He may still be a little bit in the hermit. He may still be a little bit, he or she may still be a little bit in the process of, while they're in their 8 of Swords, processing, because that always takes time to process these things. But they are going to come out. And you know that they are, and they know that they are, and you know that when they say that they're coming out of it, that you can trust that they are, because you do see the little improvements. You always see the little improvements, don't you? You do. But he's just shocked about it. He's shocked that anyone could see those little improvements because nobody ever has before. Nobody's ever seen them. So all in all, this is lovely. Absolutely lovely. And you're going to have the mana, the life force. Like, this union is just a destined, blessed union. They're telling me the next 6 months to 3 years. And if you haven't met them yet, next 6 months to 3 years. This could, like I said, be like an online relationship, yada, yada, yada. It's just not expected and typical. Because the two of you might not have normally picked each other, but like in retrospect, when you sit there, you go, oh, well, yeah, it makes sense why we'd be together. Exactly. But they want to give you the moon and the stars, and you want to give them the moon and the stars. They are the moon, you are the stars. And that's what's really nice, is this is a hand-in-hand relationship. This is hand in hand going down and going out the tower. Yeah, I'm gonna grab your hand. Yeah, I'm gonna grab your hand, and we're just gonna fall out the tower together. Where are we gonna land? I don't know. That looks like a great puddle. Want to land over there? Yep, not found a water, but we're gonna do it. And then you just carefully go through the water. You know, you just tipping a toe into the water and carefully going through the little puddle and not freaking out, because on the other side is dry grass and you're all good and you can just wipe your paws off and get it. I get it. I get it. I do not like having wet feet. It bothers me to no freaking goddamn end. Oh, it's like a vent with me. But at the end of the day, sometimes you're going to get your feet wet, because if you got dogs that slobber all over a floor, you know what I'm saying. So I think I'm going to leave this here. Whoever this is for, I hope this resonates with your soul more than anything in the world. And I wish you love. I wish you luck. And, pray to the goddess Diana. Envelop yourself in pink and calmness. Just relax. You guys got this. You're going to do this. And remember, growing and changing and talking and setting rules and boundaries and honoring each other is how you do it, okay? Get that therapy when you need to, and talk and communicate, you know? Don't initially judge. If you've got to take time to think about it and say, hey, I need to take time to think about this, do it. If you need to set a rule and boundary when arguing, that the first person who can't be civil looks at the other person and says, I can't be civil, I'm walking away, that means it doesn't matter where you are in the conversation. Conversation ends, that person leaves, the other person goes, does what they need to do. Nobody talks until the first person, the person that needed to leave, sends a text and says, okay. Now, maybe you're explaining a little bit more, whatever, or maybe you're saying, no, you're right, I was wrong. Because when you're at a moment where you can't be civil anymore, you're not going to be able to hear what the other person is saying, and you're not going to be able to talk correctly. You're going to say things you do not mean. So that means when you send that text saying that you've calmed down, you have to wait for the other person to send the text saying they've calmed down. Because if you're not being civil, they're not feeling civil either, and they may not realize it until they've calmed down. And maybe they're going to say, hey, this was my point, or hey, you're right. Maybe through this text, you're going to have a civil conversation, because that's the point where if, you know, whatever is whatever, and you're still having the conversation, that's when you're texting a civil conversation. Because when you're texting, you take time to read what the other person is saying word for word. You got to read it 3 times, that's what you do. And that's sometimes the rule and boundary that you have to set in an argument. And I'm telling you, it works well. And the more you grow and do that, it doesn't mean you don't argue. It means you have civil conversations. And when you do have an argument, there's a real reason, and then you grow from that, you know? Because that's all what this is. That's all a relationship is, especially a relationship like this. Because this person isn't used to that. This person does. This person understands their emotions and the emotions around other stuff. It's not that this person doesn't understand emotions. It's just they're used to being in the heat and fire. So the other person's emotions is going to seem a little foreign. So you might have to have new rules, boundaries, and limitations for each other. You know what I mean? So And they're saying that can go a long way to keeping a constructive relationship that you want to grow and change as you grow older. Because that's always the point in any relationship, whether you're married or just living together or even just friends or coworkers. You have to grow and change. Some people aren't going to grow and change with you, and that's perfectly acceptable, and those are the people that we let go. And we let them go on their spiritual journey, and we let them complete their spiritual journey as they're going to do that, because that's exactly what they're supposed to do. Because we can't hold other people's spiritual journeys behind. We can only help accelerate them to a point where they either need to go off on their own and find other people to help them, or hey, they're our friend and they're going to go, and then maybe we'll part ways, but we'll always kind of like come in and out. Okay, so yeah, you can't keep anyone from going on their own special journey. You might want to, a lot of people do, that's why they try to kind of trap and hold people down, but you can't do that. It's not good karma. At the end of the day, that just throws people into their 10 of swords. It throws people into their 10 of swords and just makes the moon rock into the earth, and then what do you got? You got nothing. So spirit's flighty tonight. Not flighty, but really into it. So yeah, this is going to be a great relationship filled with trust. It's just going to be foreign to this person. Really foreign to this person. And it's not that this person is haughty going, oh, I've done this before. It's that they're used to this on some level. And there's a very big understanding that this person isn't. Doesn't mean that this person is hurt. I mean, let's face it, this person's on the market. And this person is with a hurt person, which means this person has plenty of hurt in their past. So these are two people that found each other and felt confidence in each other to be together. People that realize that together they're not going to be hurt, and that it's okay to move forward. From whatever their past was, it's okay to move forward. I actually just did a reading about shadow work, and this fits very well into that reading about how, when you do your shadow work, everything synchronizes to bring you to the point where you're supposed to be. And if you've been this hurt, you have to do a lot of shadow work and really heal that bruised ego and that bruised part of yourself to move forward and realize, okay, I'm still bruised, but this person, they've got some warm water and we can get that bruise down, right? They've got some arnica and we can get that bruise down. Doesn't mean this person isn't bruised. It's just they're bruised differently. Their bruises may be more silent. And like water and fire, they get each other, because at the end of the day, if the fire is hot enough, it will set the water on fire. If the water is wet enough, it will take down the fire. But if you have equal portions, you will have a nice steam that warms everybody without taking away the fire, without completely taking away the water. And that's the point, is that giant balance of this. And these two people coming together bring that cosmic balance, that unity that the soul is looking for and has been longing for quite a long time, centuries maybe even. The Spirit's saying, let's leave it here now, because otherwise we're just going to keep talking and talking and talking. So yeah, there we are. And as always, be good, behave, be happy, and be yourself. Always be yourself. You don't want to be anybody else, because being somebody else is just annoying and boring, and God, what would be the point? My goodness, right? Anywho, take care, be well, be good, behave, be happy. Good night. God bless you. And we all love you. Bye.